Hello everybody, they call me Muse, and this is possibly the final episode of The Last Hero of Nostalgaia, where we find ourselves entering a new area. The Unbreachable Moor. We carry a relic that can be remembered ahead. Okay, we've got nothing that specifically is here, so maybe it's one of the mysterious ones. So we've got to make our way through this Sen's Fortress-esque blade trap. Oh god. Oh god, we're amazing. Now yeah, this place looks awful. Big rolly balls. Just drop down and then carry on. I feel like I don't want to be dropping down there under any circumstances. So what have we got? Yeah, these boxes can't be broken. These pots probably could. So that's nice. Smash up all the pots. And the boxes, because why not? I'm getting a sort of Doom or Quake sort of feel from it. Mostly Quake. The dingy dungeon that we're in now. Now, I feel like that is an elevator that we can use to get back up after we fail. So let's just press on. That's a beacon. We don't mind a bit of that. Now, do we set our tether here as well? Where's our tether set? Start sequence staging room. Yeah, we'll set our tether there, because why not? And now we've got that route and this route, which all lead round and about to the same sort of spot, I feel. Yep. And that's what happens when we fall down. We end up underwater. Oh, we've got a hole though. We found a secret area. With some memory items. I suppose if we used all our memory items, potentially, we could actually... Oh, hello. Potentially we could get enough levels to get our equip load down so we could mid-roll again. They do 1,000 on you, 6,000, we've got 20,000 there. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, let's wait for this rolly ball. Then let's follow it. And then it's going to go this way. Where we snag the Tempest Lance. And we get hit. But that's fine. Whoop. Then we nearly get hit again. So, what is the Tempest Lance? It requires 10,000 memory. We can do that. Looks pretty cool. And it's a strength weapon. An extra long lance for falling upon one's foes. So it's wield of Fel's temptation like so many before and after. It's further proof that the institution of heroism was doomed and the great ritual need to be dismantled and would inevitably dismantle itself. Yet its heart changed. After much self-service and irredeemable sin, my hero remembered something. Though his icon remained a withered husk, he sought to change his course and find redemption. I do not know what he discovered. I do not know, after plummeting so far, if a hero's journey can be saved. It's like a winged spear. The Tempest Lance, the storm Something to do with storms? Storm spears? No. Can we do anything over here? I mean, we can sneak down here. That's for sure. Oh, there's an item in there. So we'll have to go back up and get that item at some point soon. No more rolly balls coming? No. Oh, there's one. So why did they seem to stop coming for a bit? Now, what have we here? Another memory. Poison gas of some sort. And a ramp that leads back up to new enemies. These are awful. Bloody fishman monstrosities. But they can be killed. So, maybe we sneak up on this one. That gets the ball rolling, as it were. And then, yeah, down they go. So there's that hidden item. That way's forward, it seems. This way is backward. Nothing going on in there. Ouch. So nothing going on up these steps by the look, although I do want to see if there's anything under any of these staircases, although it looks as though they're all blocked anyway by those boxes. So I'm going to say not. But I do want to double check. So up we go. Yeah, doesn't look as though there's much going on there. Let's go grab that secret item that we were looking for in this side passage. It is a consumable. Well, that's no fun. So down there is a potential place to be. Oh, we've been poisoned. That's the first time that's happened, but it's kind of inevitable at some point. And then we've got more of these fish lads, who we should probably watch for now that we're poisoned. Yeah. Fish lads, more poison clouds, slappy tentacles. Yeah, this is definitely Quake themed, isn't it? Look at that armor piece up there floating around. It's going to require all of my timing skills to get through here. Unless that guy just throws himself off, that's fine. Is he going to spawn back up top here then? Ah, there's a way up. Okay. It appears to be getting tentacled to death. Even if the tentacle didn't quite show up on screen anymore. Ouch. And down we go. Okay. What's that do for us? Not a lot, I don't think. I think this is just the punishment space that you end up in when you have failed. Now, how does one get that item? Does one just follow it round? Ah! We got stunned. Also, how does one get that armour? I want it. I guess we just sneak on in here and deal with this bugger. And use up a bit more of our healing. Right, you are... Oh, you're Bad Dream, are you? We heard about you way back when. Now, what do you require to be remembered? Memory's location is known by a relic that required memory to be remembered. Right, so yeah, I guess that would be the caliber of memory. Where is it? There it is. So the layer of the adversary lay before them. And then, yeah. So I guess that's somewhere near the entrance of the layer. This time we find another hardcore pill. That looks like a ramp for rolly balls, but up we go nonetheless. We're short of options at this point. But yeah, I'm freaking loving this area. Now, there's a floating key there. We want that. Oh, it's access. Ouch. Just die already, thank you. And we will use some of our access. So we could run back in the direction those balls are coming from. We could run in the direction they're going to. This way seems the most secret. Oof. Didn't have a lot of time to do that. But yeah, this place is a heckin' maze. Another piece of tradition, very nice. We could try a new weapon if we wanted. Okay, that's just Doom. Oh. Where'd you come from? Right, so they're not actually that bad to backstab are these spear guys. I've just been being bad up until now. Can we sneak up on this boy? I feel like we can't backstab him because that pot's in the way. But we might just be able to charge to sack him a couple of times. Good. That'll do the job. And now... Are you going to be able to come over, my friend? Yeah, you are. And he gets bopped by the ball. I was kind of hoping for a bit more damage than that. But we'll take what we can get. Now, what's this red light all about? This feels like a point where you'd remember an item. What are we looking at? Just a big old tentacle statue. So maybe it's just a place, but we'll double check. Yeah, it looks as though we've got nothing that can be remembered here. Very well. We've got a flight of stairs, so this is just the direction that those balls were coming in from. Okay. This way is progress. Validated! Now, who was it who was seeking validation? And is this where they sought it? It's a curved sword. This irrelevant appendage. So, when my hero received validation from Mercutio, she decided herself above her mentor and above the hero's journey they'd been pursuing. Why sacrifice for a world that does not want us? Why sacrifice for a world that could be saved through rule? And then she battled Sandwich, and in the climax of their battle, Sandwich was forced to dismember her fallen protege. What she found within the pieces of me shocked her. Nothing. I can still be used to access the hideaway in which my hero and Sandwich rallied. Interesting. Now, what are you? Anything? So we've got a door to a place. Let us, before we go in, get enough for another level. 14 luck. Not quite enough for a damage boost, I think was the next luck bonus. Oh no, extra items. We need 18 for a damage boost. Nonetheless, it's cool. Now, where's this flight of stairs going to take us? To another flight of stairs. To what looks like ore shaft. Ah! Wait a minute. It's the unassuming and insignificant house. Get dead. Wow. That's a neat little shortcut. All the way back to ore shaft. So I guess the cultists were using that house to commune with horrors beneath the surface of the world. Now, what awaits us? The lair of the adversary. Have we got anything that can be remembered right here, right now? Because we had a few things that were talking about the lair of the adversary. But no, it looks as though none of them are just on this flight of stairs. But there were a few that were talking about the entrance, possibly. There's an item over there. Does that mean that we can just walk on the lava? Will we just eat some damage over time? Maybe. So this is the threshold of the door. So maybe that's a spot we need to be in to remember things. Yeah. It's a lot like back in Warlock's Wilds, where you just take damage over time when we press. We've got another tentacle lad blocking our path. Down he goes. Now, more tentacle lad. These scythe blade ones aren't terribly smart, but I'm okay with that. And he's guarding a button of some sort. That seems like a point of interest, but it's not one for remembering any of the relics that we currently hold. Double scythe blade now. Well, are you going to allow me to finish this one off before you attack, my friend? Yeah, you are. How kind. Although, we don't want to risk running into the lava there. Oh, here comes number 3. Down he goes. What are you? I feel like you weren't meant to fall in that lava and get trapped. But you've dropped some meat. We'll take it, I guess. Oh, nice trap. We like that. Now, are we supposed to go in that cage and No, it doesn't look so it goes anywhere. Also, we probably can't stand in it because of that lava pit. Let's avoid those tentacles if we can. And you're another button. It's the thing, you see those buttons for the first time and you're like, is this a point of interest? Should I be remembering something? Then you see another one a bit later on and you're like, oh no, it was just furniture. And now we're down here. Down here, below the depths. In the bit that we've seen many a time before. Wait a minute. Who's that lurking at the end of this corridor? Yep. Out my way, tentacle things. We might have some tragedy ahead. Again. Yeah, it's definitely Nero. Up the road. So let's stop down here for a moment first. Ouch. Grab ourselves the other brother. So, ore shaft. A pixelating edge so sharp it could shave a moustache. Probably because it looks quite a bit like one. My hero fled through the sewers to his exile at the bottom of the world. Okay, so that'll be relating to old... What was his name? Is it Luciano or something? Liovani? The brother of Mercutio. Probably wears green. But now I suppose we go and say hi to Nero.
I found the path, my friend. You were a part of my story.
Maybe I was. Maybe I've just stabbed you in the arse. Nice shield. Yeah. Get stabbed. Oh. Okay, don't get stabbed. Just get slashed. There you go, get stabbed. Need some stamina back, applause. Yeah, I feel like that stamina back rune might be nice.
I was meant for more.
Were you though, Nero? Were you really? Ah well. He was a hero, and now he's dead. Now, we've got back a forgotten symbol of Mercutio's favour. So did he fall to the temptation of Mercutio as well? And we got back the old shield of heroism that we gave to Nero all those episodes ago. Sad times. And we got his icon as well, I guess. It's not an awful shield. It does have better stats generally. Apart from the source, but better stats than the shield of inspiration that we gave him. Nonetheless, we press on and we find another beacon. So before we use that, let's just burn a little bit of memory. Although maybe now's the time to start burning our consumable memory in general, just because... Let's grab a few more levels if we can. Let's see what that does for us first of all. Because if we can get our equip load to sub 70, that would be cool. So... Nero's icon can be returned to the world. And let's have a look. Equip load. Yeah, another 10k would give us another level, which might give us enough to get to 70 or below. Right, is that giving us mid-roll back? Yeah, it has. Nice. Now, let's have a quick look at our compendium again, because we've pretty much discovered everywhere now. Yeah, Lair of the Adversary. And Cypher. I was just checking to see if anything could be remembered here, and it turns out Cypher is right here. So, when Nostalgaia did not rebirth in the Pirate Layer's image, he had his image carved over that of the adversary whom he'd overcome. So that's what the adversary had kind of looked like before, but then Mercutio had his own face put over the top, I guess. Let's have a look. It's a curved sword. It's a dex sword, because of course it is. The adversary had long been displaced, but Nostalgaia would not rebirth in the Pirate Layer's image. Mercutio would not be deterred from imposing his salvation upon the realm. His extraction efforts within the depths had proven futile, but he found a simpler solution to his hero problem. Within his commandeered lair, beneath the ritual sacrifice set dressing, a chasm had emerged. The pit pulsed with the same promise of nothingness as the void shard he'd used to erase Acoustic. Acoustic being Sonic, yeah. After the battle with Connect, my wielder was transferred from the quest reward vault with the other heroes who still opposed Mercutio. The Pipe Layer erected a cell around the almityless chasm of void. So, this thing's wielder, after the battle with Connect, was transferred from the vault with the other heroes. That ties in with this armor set then. They fought with Connect and then they were transferred. Because yeah, transferred from the vault. So that armor set is located in a place that Cypher tells us about. A pit of nothingness maybe? A cell around the void? Hard to say, but we'll say more next time in what I'm pretty sure this time will actually be the final episode of this series. So thanks very much for watching, friends, and I'll see you soon.